One thing about chosen ones: once a chosen one has healed, a chosen one doesn't care what you say, how you feel, or what kind of story you made up about the specific person. Chosen ones have learned through a lot of pain in their life, through a lot of trials and tribulations, that their silence means so much more than a reaction. Because a lot of people want to get a reaction from a chosen one. A lot of people try to take advantage of a chosen one's kindness, a chosen one's spirit, soul from you anymore. And your silence means everything. Those people get very mad, but who cares? It is not your job to worry about what people say about you, what kind of story people made up about you, what kind of lies people made up about you. Okay? Because that has nothing to do with you. No matter what you do in your life, good or bad, it will never be enough for people that just don't like you. You've got to really come to terms that family, friends are just not going to like you. And you have to learn to accept that. Because just because somebody's family doesn't make them family. Just because somebody's your friend doesn't make them your friend. Actions speak louder than words. And when people start disrespecting you, and they start slandering you, and they start harassing you, and they start making up lies about you, and they start making up false stories about you, and these people are just one-sided, and they gang up with each other, that has nothing to do with you and everything to do with those people. They have to be in those circles. They have to talk about people, especially you. And you're powerful, and they don't like that. They feel your energy. They know that you're authentic. So you're authentic, and you have a mouth to speak. You speak. You speak what you feel. You speak how people treat you. If somebody disrespects you, you speak how you feel. And that is something that people that go against you, they don't like it. They will make you a bad person, and that's none of your business. See, God says today, let people live with whatever delusional story they have about you, whatever story they made up about you. And as a chosen one in this season, you have grown, you have changed, you have elevated, you're at peace, and it took years. It didn't just take a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months. It took years to get where you're at today. And you're so much at peace in your life that you could care less what anybody says about you. And that is powerful. You don't care what kind of stories they make up about you, because you've had stories made up about you your whole life. People always had something to say about you. They always wanted to attack you. They always slandered you. It doesn't matter what you did. You could have walked into a room that these people were in, and they had something to say because you walked in. Because it's you. That's how different you are. That people are sheep and you're the wolf. They need a pact. You're by yourself. That's how you've lived almost your whole life, even in school. You rode your own wave. Growing up, you did things your way. Family groups, friend groups. You didn't fit that. See, you're somebody that people just love to talk about. They like to make you the center of attention. They like to make your name the problem. And a lot of these people still hate you. They still don't like you. And they're still talking about you. And there are some people that have dug your name very deep. These people have spun a lot of stories up about you, family and friends. I'm getting a lot of family made up stories about you. Called you a bad person. Called you just a horrible person. They called you mean, evil, because you stood up for yourself. See, people don't like it when you stand up for yourself. They want you to shut your mouth. And that's not you. These people wanted you to change your personality, so it made them feel comfortable. But you don't live your life to make people feel comfortable. You live your life to make you comfortable. See, you don't sit here and walk on eggshells for other people to be happy and validated. If they don't like you, that's okay. But you've learned a lot, chosen ones, and I'm so proud of you. You finally found who you are. And I feel like you finally understand the path that you're on, because, see, you've been through a lot in your life, especially with people treating you very bad. And you always said, why me? Why me? Because God chose you. God knew you were strong enough to deal with these battles. God knew when He created you that you were going to go through these hard times, these trials and tribulations. But listen, look where you're at today. You fail. They prayed on your downfall. And as they prayed on your downfall, God elevated you tenfold. Because that wasn't God's plan for you. God's plan was not for you to fail. God's plan was for you to succeed through all the trials and tribulations, and you did. And these other people that prayed on your downfall would have never made it. They would have never made what you had to go through in your life. They would have never made it. God created you with strength, with power, with gifts of discernment, with abilities that others don't have. Regardless if these people believe it or not, it doesn't matter. This is between you and God as a chosen one. You're here to help people. You're here to elevate people. You are gifted, even with talents. You have talents other people don't have. And that's why a lot of people have hated you too, because you're different and unique. You hold so many different talents in you. And that's why nobody supports you, because they don't like you. It's just what it's going to be. They talk about you over and over again. See, your name is always in everybody's mouth, back and forth, because they can't get over you. They see your glow up. They see what you're doing in your life. They see you don't care. You have boundaries. You're not worried about these people, but they still keep talking about you. They have something to say as they watch you and stalk you. They're still going to call you a bad person. They're still going to downgrade who you are. They're always going to downgrade you, but that has nothing to do with you. Remember that. That has everything to do with them. Just remember this. Your silence is everything. Not giving these people the reaction they want is everything also. It's part of growth, because a lot of these people are narcissistic and they want a reaction from you, so they have something bad to say about you. Because these people will never talk about what triggered you. They'll only talk about how you react to their disrespect. These people constantly disrespect you. And see, these people are allowed to disrespect other people without any consequences. And you have consequences, and you protect yourself and your peace, and you have boundaries. You have healthy boundaries. And that's why these people don't like you, because you say it how it is when somebody does something to you that's wrong, that makes you feel uncomfortable. And they will turn that around so fast when it comes to you, because you're the only person that will do that to these people. These people are validated by everybody else. They want to be loved by everybody else. But no, you don't play that game. That's why you're the target in the family. You're the target in friendships. You're the target, even the workplaces, you're a target. You're a target with strangers. See, have you ever noticed that when somebody's done gossiping about you, these people all of a sudden get silent on you? They get quiet. They don't react with you no more. You read that. See, chosen ones know more than what they say. And we know when people have talked about us without even seeing you, without even talking to you. We already know. We know everything. Trust me. People that go with those false stories, still, you're just as big as a problem as them. Because shame on you for going against somebody who is true and loving. But listen, like I said before, that is not your problem either, because God is going to bless you no matter what these people say, think, or feel. There's nothing they can do about it. You're unstoppable. You're gifted. You're powerful. You're true to yourself, and that's really, really powerful.